What is up, you guys? It's Victasia Parker, also known as goodgalgoneBadu, back with another video. Don't mind that light. They just really hype that I'm introducing myself to this video because today is a very important topic, okay? Very important topic. A topic that hits close to home from my own personal experiences. Today, let's discuss a society lacking presence and self-awareness and how that contributes to envy and hatred. And see, the light is excited. This is a topic that was really pressed onto my heart to discuss, okay? So let's just forget the long talk. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Also hit the bell so you can be notified every single time that I post. And leave love in the comment section down below. I love hearing from you guys. It means the world to me to be able to interact with each and every one of you. I'm so grateful for all of you. And I can't wait to grow with you guys. Thank you so much. Let's get into the video. As usual, I do have a few notes that I'm going to be glancing over to make sure that I can keep you guys as informed as I can, because I know that I can do a lot. I can do a lot, but that's only because I'm trying to be thorough. So I hope that this method works for you guys. I hope that it allows for like a floodgate of communication and just open up that crown chakra and just let you download some of your own information just by swapping stories, you know? So as I said, today we are talking about a society that is lacking in presence and lacking in self-awareness. Now, when I say lacking in presence, I am referring to being in the moment, being right here, right now, and that's it. As in, you're not thinking about what you're doing tomorrow or what happened 3 years ago on this day. Right here in this moment. I'm literally staring a camera dead in its eye, in its lens, okay? And that's what I'm doing right now, okay? That's what I mean by presence. When you're at work, where is your mind? Are you actually on your work, or are you kind of like at home, at the club? Like, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? And by lacking self-awareness, I'm referring to hypocrites, which is like all of us. Because again, I do not claim to be perfect. I still make mistakes, but it's my awareness that makes all the difference. Awareness in a sense of this. You complain when people gossip about you, but as soon as the third person leaves the room and it's just you and that one other person left, what do? You start gossiping. That's that hypocritical thing. You don't like when people talk shit about the Kardashians, but it's okay when you talk shit about your own friends. Where does the line get drawn? That's the lacking in self-awareness, because sometimes people don't even realize that they're gossiping. That's the sad part about it, is that they don't even, it's so second nature that you don't even think about what that means that you're doing spiritually. You're just dragging your vibration down with that. Like, you have to let that gossip shit go. That's the first thing, all right? So this society lacking in presence and lacking in self-awareness leads to a society that just doesn't see themselves clearly. Like, when you look in the mirror, you don't even see you. You see your flesh. You see flesh, not realizing that you're what's inside. Have you ever really looked yourself in your eyes in the mirror? Like, really looked yourself in your soul kind of thing. This lacking of self-awareness and presence leads to you not even knowing who you are, because you're so busy feeding your flesh that you are not feeding your spirit. You're not feeding your soul. So what do you think is happening to it while your vessel is out here doing what it wants to do, and the spiritual side of you is being neglected? What do you think happens? This false image of self that is formed is just constantly feeding the ego. Constantly feeding the ego. And when you're constantly feeding the ego, you are feeding the qualities of the ego. And the ego is that part of you that tells you that you're not good enough for this. You can't have that life that you dreamed of because of X, Y, and Z. The ego lacks love and self-acceptance as well. And when I say this next line, I have to make sure I make it make sense. The level in which you lack self-acceptance is the exact amount that you are lacking God. Does that make sense? So the same amount that you dislike yourself is how it shows how far away you have strayed. When you define yourself in God's image, your self-worth shoots up through the roof, and not in a bragging way. It's very humble, actually, but you see your worth, so you don't constantly feel the need to prove it all the time. Your ego is what makes you feel the need to prove yourself to people, like to impress them. For what, you know? Your ego also tells you, oh yeah, I know God because I pray and I go to church. Okay, and what kind of person are you? If your heart was weighed on a purity scale, how would it measure up? Don't get me wrong. No one is perfect. However, when you choose to walk in the light with true intentions, you just walk different. And that walk doesn't condone things like gossip, hatred, envy, because all those things stem from fear. And, you know, I always like to say, fear and love cannot both exist in the heart. You literally have to pick a side. The thing is, here's where deception comes up, as always. Most people don't even realize that they're being deceived and coerced into fear constantly. Like I said, ego is that part that tells you you're not good enough to succeed or to achieve what it is that you desire to achieve. Ego is why you're secretly jealous of everyone when they become successful with any type of victory in their life. It's that secret envy that you have to watch out for. The buried deep down, because that's the one that's most deeply rooted in hatred. There's no way to sugarcoat it. That's hate. Ego is why you curse people subconsciously because they're reaching these successes. Ego is why people crave to be right all the time, rather than agreeing to disagree or deciding that it's okay to change your mind once you learn new information. Ego is also the reason why your emotions are out of balance. This imbalance is caused by extended periods of despair and worries, or anxiety and depression. It's that part telling you that you aren't good enough to accomplish or acquire what you desire. For this last section, I'm going to rely more on my notes because of the way that it's structured. It takes effort to be happy. That's why the saying is, choose to be happy. It's something you have to consciously and mindfully do every single day. But a lot of people don't, because it requires discipline and effort, which are two things that this society doesn't glorify as much as they do surgeons and laziness. When you don't truly commit to happiness and mindful living, you're basically telling your desires like, man, I wish I would put in the effort to accomplish my dreams and aspirations, to show myself what I can do. And that's not to say that you place your worth in your accomplishments, but if there's something that you desire, go for it. That's literally your destiny that the Lord promised to you, the desires of your heart, when you completely give in to Him. Are you truly ready to make a change so you can leave behind a life of judgment and hate for true unconditional love, happiness, the fruit of spirit, and abundance of all forms? If so, you must choose to awaken Christ consciousness through your heart space. This requires you to change your life through discipline and self-control, to give up the things you thrive on, like gossip, belittlement, and judgment. Okay, so you know me, I'm always popping in and out when I need to add something, but after taking everything into consideration and realizing, yes, you will have to sacrifice some things, you'll have to make some changes, but will you? And before you answer that, I want to leave you with one question. What is your soul worth to you? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. Be sure to check out the description box for any extra information. Also, if you haven't already, hit subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and leave love in the comment section down below. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.